Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, the Ford Kenya party leader, who also happened to be the Bungoma Senator, Moses Wetangula, in the company of the Senate Speaker, Ken Lusaka, they appeared at Bungoma IEBC office to submit his paper for clearance. Later, IEBC has cleared Wetangula to defend his Bungoma senatorial seat on Ford Kenya ticket. So as well as speaking now, Senator Wetangula is a candidate in Bungoma County. And this is what Lusaka shared on his Facebook page after that. This is what he's saying. Our Kenya Kwanza co-principal, Senator Moses Wetangula, EGH MP, who is also the Ford Kenya party boss, has been formally cleared to defend his Bungoma senatorial seat. Hongera, my brother Wetangula. Bungoma and Western Kenya residents have a solid leader in you. We are very proud of you as the Western Region Kenya Kwanza. At Bungoma County IEBC headquarters with our leader where our party leader presented his papers to Electorate Commission for clearance. That means Wetangula has been cleared. And therefore, Wetangula is in Kenya Kwanza coalition, a co-principal. In fact, Wetangula, Mudavadi, and William Ruto are the founders of Kenya Kwanza, leave alone those other political parties. And Wetangula also has been promised to be elected the Speaker of the National Assembly in case they get enough numbers. Being a Speaker, you only need numbers in the National Assembly, not even becoming the President. So in case Kenya Kwanza have enough numbers, they had promised to make Wetangula the National Assembly Speaker. But despite this promise, and 30% of this government of Kenya Kwanza, in case they win, Wetangula has decided to defend his seat. So the question we are asking ourselves on this Punchline today, why is Wetangula going for Bungoma senator seat when Ruto is offering 30% of his government and again the the National Assembly Speaker position? That is what we want to try and analyze on this Punchline. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you are not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our 10 subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, there are like 4 points that make me to believe the reason why Wetangula is going to defend his seat. Number one, Wetangula is realizing that William Samoei Ruto might not win this election. If Wetangula is sure William Ruto is going to win the election, he will not be defending his seat. But because he doubts that Ruto might not have enough numbers to win this election, Wetangula is going to defend his seat so that in case they lose this election, at least he will have his seat. So he will not be left outside there without being in elective position. That is the first reason. And this is not the first time Wetangula is doing this. Remember, there was NASA coalition in 2017 where Raila promised to make Wetangula a deputy prime minister with even portfolio. But Wetangula decided to defend the Bungoma seat as he waited for the other outcome. The main reason during that time was that Wetangula believed they are going to win election. But Wetangula was doubting if the deep state will allow Raila Odinga to be announced the winner. He knew the deep state was going to rig out Raila Odinga in favor of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And because he knew that, he was looking for a way to survive. And how? You defend your Bungoma seat. And that's why even Raila Odinga did not sponsor a candidate in Bungoma, because Wetangula was running. So Wetangula is looking for a way to survive because he's not sure if Ruto is going to win this election. That is number one. Number two, Senator Wetangula is very brave. He wants to maintain his leadership in the Ford Kenya party. Remember, he's the current party leader of Ford Kenya. And for anyone to remain active and leader of Ford Kenya party, you will need to have some powers around you. Without that, you will easily be kicked out. Remember, sometimes back, the Eseli Simiyu, Wafula Wamunyina axis, they tried to kick Wetangula out from Ford Kenya leadership. But because Wetangula is a current senator and he has some connections here and there, he's in active politics, it helped Wetangula to maintain his leadership in Ford Kenya. If it were not for his position as the senator, I'm certain Wetangula could have been kicked out. As we are speaking now, Wafula Wamunyina or Eseli Simiyu will be the party leader of Ford Kenya. And that could be the party supporting Raila Odinga as of now. Because they failed, that's why walienda kutengeneza DAP party. So Wetangula is learning that for him to remain the party leader of Ford Kenya, he will need an elective position. He will need to be in active politics. And that's why he's going to defend his seat. Because assume he's not defending, then Ruto failed to win the election. And they also failed to have majority numbers in the National Assembly. Where will be Wetangula? Just a party leader. So to remain in that position, Wetangula is learning that he needed to have an elective position. That is another reason why Wetangula is going to defend his seat, to remain Ford Kenya party leader. Now, number three, Wetangula wants to remain in active politics. In active politics, in the sense like this, look at Musalia Mudavadi. In 2013, after the election, where was Mudavadi? Because he did not have an elective seat, he was nowhere. 2017, after the general election, where was Mudavadi? If he will not get out to do some rallies and other activities, no one will focus on him because he did not have an elective position. When you are in an elective position, you remain in active politics. So that Wetangula, he will be articulating things even in the Senate, talking about issues. People will hear Wetangula talking. He will be presiding a number of functions here and there because he's in active politics. That way, at least Wetangula, someone will think of working with Wetangula in the near future. Like you see, William Ruto went for Wetangula because he's a sitting senator and a Ford Kenya party leader. Because he was in active position, then it is easy to think about working with him. So he wants to remain relevant. And how does he remain relevant? Being in active politics. So to get there, you need an elective position. That is another big reason why Wetangula is thinking to go and defend his seat. Because, if you are not defending that seat and you don't have enough money that can help you to propel yourself in this active politics, you cannot. And Wetangula does not have that huge money to do those activities. Because you don't have that money, you go for an elective seat and you will be there. Number 4, remember DAP party is sponsoring a senatorial candidate in Bungoma. And Senator Wetangula is learning that if he will not defend his senator seat, then that seat will go with the DAP party. They are going to take that position. Because of that, Senator Wetangula is opting to go and run for Bungoma senator seat so that it will not go to his opponent. Remember, DAP is fighting for the Kenya party in Bungoma and the Western region at large. So to defend that seat and to make sure it is not going with his opponent, that is the reason why Wetangula is going to defend that seat. It will be very funny if DAP party managed to win that seat where Wetangula is coming from, home ground for Wetangula. Then DAP all of a sudden from nowhere, it comes and then take the seat. So Wetangula is avoiding any incident that will give an opportunity to the DAP party to win that seat. Because I understand that there is no way DAP, ANC, UDA, and even ODM will win Bungoma senator seat as long as Wetangula is running. That one you can take to the bank. I can tell you here, without blinking, Wetangula is going to win the Bungoma senator seat. That one take to the bank. These people of Bungoma, they trust Wetangula. They will give him that position. And he has been articulating on a number of issues very well. He's a good debater. It's just like Senator, the Siaya Senator, anaitwa nani? Orengo. When Orengo is running for the senator seat, the people of Siaya will give him without having a second thought. He don't need even to campaign. Of course, he has problem with the governor seat because there they need a manager. So the same way Siaya people can elect Orengo as the senator, is the same way Bungoma people are just going to elect Wetangula as their senator. So Wetangula is 100% sure he's going to win that seat. That's why he's going for it, and that's why he's not going to leave it to go to DAP party. So watu wa Kenya Kwanza, Wetangula is not sure if you people are going to form the government. That's why he's going to defend his seat. Otherwise, if he was sure, he will not go. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up this far. May good God bless you. See you in our next video. And there is some issue to do with the Mutahi Nguni latest poll that is showing William Ruto ahead of Raila Odinga. I think we will make a discussion about that. So, see you in our next video.